Hey, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video I'm going to talk about just some updates on the fish room. So I would say maybe yesterday one of my female embellas sadly passed away. So that was kind of a bummer because I didn't really even get a chance to breed her with the pair that she came with the male. And but luckily I have another pair that I had bred, as I mentioned in the other video that I put both pairs together. And so I actually went to the fish store as well, and I actually purchased 2 more crayfish to keep the one that I have in here company. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna acclimate them, put them in a fish tank, and just have them balance the temperature. And in this bag I got about 6 rice fish, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna acclimate them for a bit while I test the water parameters, because I also got the neutral regulator by Seacam, and this one is what I was looking for to balance out the pH. So we're gonna give that a shot right now and see if it actually works as advertised. So I'm gonna do a bunch of tests here. We'll just grab a few test strips here, just a bunch of them, and we'll just test each tank to see what the parameters are. So it's about 3 seconds. I dip it in the water for about 3 seconds. So we'll start with the top tank here, and we'll go for 3 seconds. Okay, so that's 1. I'm gonna do it for this tank. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do it for this tank. Now this one is the one with the eggs. So I successfully breeded the 1 pair of embellas that I have. So I didn't have any methylene blue, so I just put like an almond leaf there for now, for anti-fungus reasons. And I thought maybe the Beta-Fix medication that I have would also be sufficient in preventing fungus. So I did add about maybe 9 drops of the Beta-Fix in there. I know it's not really highly recommended, but it does say that it still treats it treats fungus, but I guess it treats it differently, I guess. And I moved the Fluval Vacation food here just because I didn't want that to interfere with the eggs that I have up there. Now I can't really focus on the eggs because they're kind of like far away it's like at the very back of the fish tank, so I can't really show you guys right now what the eggs look like. Maybe you can check out my TikTok, it'll be posted there. So yeah, we're just waiting for these test kits to show the results. So we'll start with the first one. And the first one, it seems like everything is good. Nitrate is good, nitrite, chlorine is 0, hardness. See, hardness is always something I'm looking out for. This one is 250, which is okay. Anything above 250 would be a cause for concern. Same thing with the alkalinity. It seems like it's gotten a bit much, but it's like around between 80 to 120. Carbonate 40 to 80, and then pH, that's where I always find a high concentration of. So I have like really high pH with the second tank, same thing. So it looks like for all of the fish tanks, the water parameters are about the same if I line up all of these strips and just match their colors. they actually look very similar to each other, which means, you know, obviously I source it from the local tap, and then I add the Safe by Seacam. So that's why I bought this neutral regulator. So we're gonna give it a try. So let's look at the recommended dose. So dose is like 1 teaspoon for every 10 gallons, once or twice a month. So this is like, do it once a month and it should be fine. So I don't really have, so these two will definitely get a teaspoon. So let's start with the big tanks for now. I do need to open this. Let me see if I can get something to open this right now. So, and kind of like Seacam, Safe by Seacam, it's also in a powdered form, concentrated powder. So I would say this is about a teaspoon. Looks like I got a piece of metal in there. So we're just gonna put this one away for now. So yeah. Actually, I did not test these ones, I don't believe so. But I did test this one, it's about the same. So I'm just gonna put about a teaspoon in there for all of them, just to lower the pH in the water. And then same thing for this one, about a teaspoon as well. Lower down the pH. And then it says here, that's for 10 gallons, right? And since these are 5 gallons, I'm gonna probably put half the dose. So I'm just gonna spray it on top. Hopefully the fish don't mind it. And I'm just, so this should neutralize the pH and also soften the water, which is perfect because my water is pretty hard right now. And then for the 2.5 gallons, we'll put a tiny amount. And then we'll test it in a bit to see if it made any difference. So yeah, that is the neutral regulator by Seacam. So we will put this aside. This was the antifungal thing that I was talking about. This is Betafix, and this is really just for treating fish with illness, or the prevention of illness for betta fish. And it did say it had some antifungal properties, but I don't think it's as effective as methylene blue. So, and unfortunately the store that I went to didn't have methylene blue, so it wasn't the easiest thing to get locally. I might have to go to a different store, but it is it's actually very far for me to go to the next store, so I'm just not gonna do that. Now I'm debating whether I should put the not the killifish, the rice fish in here, or to mix them with the guppies and endlers. I think I'm just gonna put them in their own tank. Maybe grab a bucket and start taking them out. So these are the 2 crayfish. Actually, I'll start with the 2 crayfish since I already have them in the bag. Yeah, these things were like $24 Canadian each, and I got 2 of them. So, and I'm not really sure how to sex them either. Maybe just based on their size. Typically, you know, females are a little bit smaller than the males. But I'm not really entirely sure, so kind of just rolling the dice with these guys. But I am just gonna grab the crayfish themselves and dispose of the water. So go ahead and grab this. Grab one of them, or grab both at the same time. So I got them both. Right? You see them right there? I'm gonna put them in the fish tank right here. Wow, there they are. Now there's 3 crayfish in here, which is really dope. So we'll dispose of this later, and then we'll just go ahead and grab this one. So these rice fish were about $10 each Canadian. And I've been hearing a lot of things about the rice fish and its popularity in the hobby. It's picking up in popularity. So a lot of people are, you know, getting into rice fish recently. So I got 2 right here. Put them in there. I got 6 total, so I got another one right here, so that's 3. And it's best to keep them in groups of 6. So that's why I got 6, because I believe they're schooling fish. So we'll put that guy there too. And then the last one is right here. So there's 6 rice fish right there. So I didn't really want, oh shoot, I forgot about one. Did she give me an extra one? I'm not sure. I lost count. Was that 6? So make sure there's nothing else left in here. Okay, so that's that. So we're just gonna wait a little bit and test the water parameters once more. I just wanted all of this stuff to settle in right now, and you know, kind of just tidy things up here. So these are all the old results. Probably throw that out. Yeah. I'll see what happens with this batch of eggs that I have. So just for reference, this is now day 5 of the fluval vacation food. It's still going, and it may actually day 6. This would be day 6 of the vacation food. Tomorrow would be the last day that it's rated for, 7 days. So far It's a good product. I would recommend it to anyone who's looking for food for when they go away for vacation. And what else? This would be day 1 of the Betta and Bellis eggs, which are in this tank number 3. So yeah. Okay, I'm curious how fast the results come in. So we're gonna go ahead and test in reverse this time. We'll start with this tank and we'll test it one by one this time. So okay, nitrate has always been 0, chlorine has always been 0, hardness kind of got softer, I would say. It's looking like it's in the 100 range, you know, mg/L, milligrams per liter. And alkalinity is 120. Carbonate is like 80. So these are all good range, ideal range. pH though, it still seems like it's very high. Okay, so that we wanted to lower the pH, and that's the one thing that's not happening. So we are gonna go test this one, see if anything happened with this one. Okay, I got some stain on that. Okay, so it looks like the pH went down a bit. So it went from like an 8.4 to like a 7.8 and below. So it's looking like the pH is actually going down to that ideal range. So it works right away, like within minutes it starts to work if you have the correct dosage. Like looking at this one, yeah, it looks like the pH is like close to 7.6 at this point with this tank anyway. 7.6, 7.8, but those are good range. And then if we go up to the other tanks here, let's just say we look at this one. Yeah, same thing. The pH has gone down to a bearable level. Sorry, I can't see that. It's yeah, it's down to 7.6 now, 7.8. Definitely not the 8.4 that I'm used to seeing. So that is really good. I'm not gonna test the other ones. I trust. Okay, actually, let's test them. Same thing. The results are almost unanimous per tank for all of the tanks. Which is really good. Yeah, this one is really low as well. And then go ahead and finish off testing this one as well. So I would say if you're looking for a product that can lower pH and amongst other things, it also claims, CChem also claims that their product that specific product lowers hardness, softens the water. I believe that, maybe, just a little bit. But, I mean, yeah. I might add just a little bit more. Oh, this one's the safe one. I'm not trying to add the safe one. Just a little bit more on some of them. Just to lower the pH. Brings it to a neutral level, which is 7. 7 is the neutral number for pH. This is the one with the aluminum in it, so I'm just going to throw that out. Yeah, so I'll keep you guys posted on the development of the eggs. But right now this tank has finally some biomass, bioload. It has some rice fish in there, so hopefully they like their new environment. I'm going to keep an eye out on this one. This one still has no life form in it, just plants. But what I am going to do is reserve this for when the bettas hatch, the fry, and then grow them out here. So this would be like a grow out tank that I'm going to save for that. But yeah, looking at the results here, we'll keep an eye out on this one as well, just to see if I need to dose more. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I'm really excited about these 3 crayfish as well that I have here. I'm gonna do more research on maybe how to breed them and how to care for them, because right now I know nothing about them, but I have 3 of them now, so we'll see how that goes. I have the male betta here, the one that fertilized the eggs. He is very healthy and very active. That is the embellus adult, and this is this is actually, yeah, this is the Smaragdina juvenile. So I kept them in one tank, but divided. This is another juvenile Smaragdina. That's empty. The eggs are here. That's empty. And then this is OG right here. So, alright, I'll catch you in the next video.